The art of getting work done through other is called management. Management includes many functions, but implementation of decision taken by manager is done by direction. It's a broad concept. The efficiency of employee depends upon direction. If the directing person is capable enough, he can get the best out of the workers. According to Coons and O'Donnell, direction is the executive function of guiding and observing subordinates. One expert says guidance given to the worker for his accomplishment of objective is called directing. Now let's see to the characteristic. First is goal-oriented activity. So our main aim is to earn profit. Direction sees to it that we achieve that. Second is function at every level of management. At all the three levels of management, we find requirements of direction. Top level requires for target and policy framing and administrative matters. Middle level require for departmental, and bottom level requires for instruction to the jobbers, workers, etc. Continuous process. As we know, business is a never-ending activity. The function of direction is also a continuous activity. Till the existence of any business, we may require directing. Fourth is observation of function. The employees are given direction to work. The function of directing is to see that all employees are working as per the direction given to them. Directing does not mean giving orders only. Rather, it includes to see to it that the work is done. Fifth is wider scope. Direction has a wide scope. Directing includes the understanding to be provided to the worker about his work. Sixth is communication. Success of directing depends upon communication. If communication is not effective, directing fails. In absence of good communication, it becomes difficult to give right direction to the employees. Seventh, motivation. Encouragement and motivation are very important tools for any business. The employees need to be motivated from time to time. This helps in solving their problems and doubts. It increases loyalty and faith towards the business. 8. Flow of direction. There are two processes in management. Direction is a downward process. It flows from top level to bottom level. Top level guides the middle level and middle level transfer it to the bottom level. 9. Managerial functions. Management has many functions to carry out. Direction is one of them. Other functions are planning, staffing, coordination, etc. So from the above explanation, we learned that these functions are important. Among various managerial functions, directions has a wider scope. Let us learn the importance of direction. Increase in efficiency. With proper direction, the business unit can increase its efficiency. With the help of direction, function of employees, authority and their responsibility are made clear. Second is assessment of efficiency. Employees work in the business unit up to their maximum extent. Their performance can be evaluated. This assessment can be done through direction. Proper evaluation can be done to see that the workers have performed as per the direction or not. Third is motivation to employees. Employees are made aware about methods, rules and policies of business through direction. This will motivate them to perform better. Many work-related problems can be solved. Fourth, effective planning. Planning is a long and an important process for the business units. It cannot be done by one person. Thus, with the help of direction, one can have effective planning. Fifth, effective organization. All the employees are aware of their work and their duty. Authority and responsibility are delegated properly. Organization can be done in an effective manner. Sixth, coordination and cooperation. Directing helps in maintaining coordination among the employees. Due to coordination, there is cooperation among the employees. Directing as the function can be performed by the leader. Seventh is function of control. Steps taken to remove the deviation is called control. The function of control is very important for management. Through direction, the function of control can be effectively conducted. Eighth, increase in enthusiasm. There is a change in attitude of the worker towards the work. There is a positive attitude developing among the workers. All this is because of motivation provided by management through direction. They generate interest among the employees towards the work. 9. Finding out deviation. Through direction, it can be supervised that whether functions are done as per decided standards or not. Any deviation found is to be removed by taking necessary steps. Elements of directing: supervision, motivation, leadership, communication. Supervision. It is a simple term. Supervision means to supervise the functions of employees. In other words, by R.C. Davies, supervision is the function of assuring that the work is being done in accordance with the plan and instruction. Let us see to the functions of supervisor. To remove the hurdles and plan the function. To complete the work in time. To give guidance and direction. To save time and labor, time to time supervision is required. Convert the personal interest of employees into general interest. To motivate the employees and encourage them so that efficiency increases. To create harmony among the employees. To make employees feel at home. To maintain proper communication so that work can be done faster. To maintain discipline. To give proper guidance and training with the modern technology. Proper training is to be given to the employees. Supervisor is friend, philosopher and guide for the employees. Now let us learn about motivation. All the people working in the business units are important. Manager tries to get the best out of them. Motivation is the internal feeling. Motivation encourages a worker to work to their best. According to Jussius, motivation is the act of stimulating someone or oneself to get the desired course of action. According to Morgan, motivation is that state of mind that leads workers towards objective. The characteristics of motivation are: first, internal inspiration. The strength or power that arises from the individual is called motivation. In other words, it helps the employee to recognize his own capabilities. Second, psychological concept. Motivation is a psychological concept. The mental status of each and every person is different. Hence, motivation is a psychological concept as it varies from person to person. Third, increase efficiency of employees. Through motivation, one can boost up the workers to produce more. Their efficiency and productivity increases. In other words, it is in the favor of the business unit. 4. Continuous process. Once the business is started, it is a continuous activity. So it is the motivation. Till the existence of business unit, one requires to motivate the employees to achieve the target. Direction and guidance should be provided to them from time to time. It is a never-ending process. Fifth, reduction in labor turnover. Through motivation, one can inspire the workers and give job satisfaction to them so that they never leave the job and move. Through motivation, one can inspire the worker to increase their efficiency. Achievements of goals. The main objective of management is to achieve the targets. Motivation increases the workers' efficiency, which helps us to achieve our goal. Wider scope. Motivation includes need, desire, wish, emotion, feelings, willpower, temptation, etc. It is splendid and wide. Motivation in management has a broad concept. Adapting changes in an organization. Changes are constant in modern world. After industrial revolution and economic reforms, changes have become a part of business. Motivation helps the business unit to adjust themselves according to the changes. 9. Tool to get cooperation. Cooperation will give fast success in the business. Through motivation, the workers get job satisfaction, which will result into cooperation. 10th. Positive attitude. Many times workers feel dissatisfied. Through motivation, this can be converted into job satisfaction. This will help the developing positive attitude among the workers. 11th, one of the functions of management. There are many functions of management. Motivation is also one of the main function of management. So we understood that motivation is an important tool in management. It creates willingness to work among the workers. Now let us learn the Maslow's hierarchy of needs with diagram. Man has unlimited wants. These needs vary from person to person. It is decided on the basis of mental status of the person. Many experts have conducted studies and put forward their own experience. Abraham Maslow in 1943 has presented his article Principles of Human Motivation. He has arranged 5 needs on the basis of importance or their priority. First, primary or psychological needs. These are the basic needs of human. Food, clothing, shelter, water, etc. are included in this. The first priority is given to the food. Until his hunger is satisfied, he would never think about any other needs. Same way, clothing and shelter are also included in these primary needs. Second is safety needs. The second importance is given to safety. Once you are satisfied with all these things, the safety includes, for example, job safety, physical safety. Safety against risk of wages. Safety is necessary for mental peace. So once your physical needs are satisfied, you think about safety. You take a step like insurance, opening the saving account in the bank or post office. Such a safety is necessary. Once the safety needs are done, then you go for the social needs. Man always wants love and affection from his family, society, friends, and relatives. He also wants to love them. This need is included in the feeling of getting love from the family and society. So, this stands at the third rank. So, we go for the social needs. Fourth, esteem and status need. All the three above needs are satisfied, then you think about the esteems and the status needs or your positions needs. You want a high class needs. It includes self-appraisal, the respect from colleagues or officers, and increase in reputation. And the last is self-esteem and self-actualization needs. This is the last need in human life. This is given last priority. It indicates that the person is at the top level. He has achieved everything that he desired. The person is thinking to be a role model for others. For example, Virat in cricket, Amitabh Bachchan in acting, Lata Mangeshkar in singing, etc. So we learned that all the five needs put forward by Maslow are important. Once the manager is aware that the worker falls in which need, he can frame strategies accordingly. First three are common or low needs. The last two are optional, or we can say not for all.